Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Monday afternoon, November 25th, and we're looking at today's market profile of the SPY ETF as the bulls gap higher, have an open and drive basically straight up, and then we trade sideways. We end up 10 wide before going out with shock of shocks, a price probe to the upside once again. We do end up with a P shape, so that signifies short covering. But the bulls did not allow this to come back inside last week's range at all today after B period. B period was pretty significant for me, as you'll see in one of my trades later, as it proved to be the lowest accepted price. Never got back into last week's range. So what I did this morning, and I'm going to see if we can get this all in here. So here was our previous all-time high, and I said we might have trouble the first time, right? Because we're going to be at the top of a 6-day balance, and traders are going to do its work till it doesn't work anymore. So in A period, I took a couple of scalp short plays here, and the reason I did that is because I missed the buy. I was looking for an inventory adjustment on the opening. Well, basically, we had an open and drive, open, drove straight up. So I didn't get it. I didn't want to chase it on the long side. I thought we would hit a speed bump or get some selling at the top of a 6-day balance. And we did. I made three scalp short plays. I told you they would only be for scalps on the short side, because in this market right now you have to be long on any pullback. And they worked. Then in B period, I had a bid in. A period closed, B open, went down a tick or two, and then started going straight up. I had a bid in. Didn't get it. So when C period came down, I went long. Now, we had single prints. We actually had 2 attempts at a trend day up. Set of singles in B and a set of singles in L. Once again, the entire month of November, even though we're up this whole month, there's not one trend day up that is held. So the single prints filled, but even though they filled, I went long calls. I got back to the price that I liked. And even though D stopped the one-time framing up, I even added down here for 2 reasons. One, the value was right there, but the more important reason was B's low. If we had gotten accepted below B's low, I probably would have gotten out of the long position and reassessed, because then we would have been inside last week's range again, and we might have tested at least a day's low. Never happened. Now, it took a while. I mean, it was just a slow grind up, but it turned out to be a nice trade. Now I'm in 4-tick increments, so you can't really tell. Even though the range was small, it turned out to be a nice trade. Got out of it. I think I got out of it at E's high. It was a nice trade. I was happy with it. And then the only other trade I did on the day was when L took out C's high. I faded it again when M opened, came in, made a nice trade. 2 trades on the day. Well, no, that's not true. A couple of scalp shorts, nice long play, and a short play in L&M. So, let's go over destinations for tomorrow. Not only do we have a price probe, we have a price spike, because once L took out C's high and we closed above C's high, it is now a price spike also. So, on the upside, there's one and only one, and it's today's high of 313.37, which is our all-time high. And then right after we closed, we ticked a penny higher in end period. So once again, even though it's a penny higher, as of right now, I mean, we still have to 8 o'clock tonight. Right now, 313.38 is your all-time high by a tick. For the downside, your first destination is going to be C's high, which is where the price spike started of 313.15. Then below that, we have 10 wide at 312.91. Actually, L's high of 313.26 is your first destination. That's the price probe. That's the high, right? Then C's high of 313.15. Now they're fairly close together, so if they don't hold, they should both fall tomorrow. But those 2 are your first ones. Then the 10 wide of 312.91. I'm using I as an afternoon pullback low of 312.83. B's low, lowest accepted price, 312.68. Then you have a large buy tail down to 311.98. So a 70-cent buy tail. And then 311.98, which is today's low, and then fill in the gap of 311.24, 74-point gap. And then chart-wise, monthly, 4 days to go in the month, up, outside month up, gap holding. Weekly, one time framing up 7 weeks, and already the first day of this week, we took out last week's high and closed above it. Daily, from a 6-day balance to up, as we close above the 6-day balance, and we've held the gap. So all 3 time frames are up again. You have a short week. The volume's going to continue to dry up. So I wouldn't doubt if this market just continues to grind higher. I hope you had a good day trading. Have a great evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.